Alright, how long would it take to get every TF2 primary to Hale Zone? I'm gonna say this right now. This video is only for primary TF2 weapons, meaning I ain't gonna count that strange market gardener you've been grinding for 7 years. And also keep in mind this is sort of a biased approach to the research because I'll be using numbers I've personally gathered, meaning if it takes a certain amount of hours for me to get a Hale Zone, it might differ from you. Another thing I really want to quickly say is what a Hale Zone is for all you newbies out there. TF2 is a lot of weapons, but some weapons are called strange weapons, meaning they track certain things, for example kills. And Hale Zone is a rank that is achieved once you get 8,500 kills on a weapon. There are some weapons out there that track other things, like for example a medigun tracks Ubers and kill assists because, well, you can't really kill anyone with a medigun because it's a medigun and you can't kill people with it. Okay, let's start with Scout. His primary weapon is a scattergun, and to find out how long it'd take me to get a Hale Zone, I have to use this strat I came up with. Basically, I count how long it takes me to get 100 kills 5 times and then find the average of them, where I then must multiply that average by 85 and divide by 60 to find how long it'll take me to get a Hale Zone scattergun. For this specific class, on average it took me about 82 minutes to get 100 kills, therefore I technically should get a Hale Zone scattergun within 116 hours of playing Scout. Simple enough, right? Let's rinse and repeat for the other classes. Next is Soldier, and since I play a lot more Soldier than Scout, I'm fairly confident that it would take me less time to get a Hale Zone rocket launcher than a scattergun. I again counted how fast I can get 100 kills and did that 5 times to find the average. Then I multiplied it by 85 and divided by 60 to get a Hale Zone. The results showed that I got on average 100 kills in about 1 hour and 6 minutes, meaning to get a Hale Zone rocket launcher it'd take me about 94 hours. Alright, now we got the Pyro, and I'm personally not a fan of using the stock flamethrower, so I decided to use the degreaser for the research. I also really want to quickly mention that I hate WM1ing as a Pyro, and I mostly rely on comboing with secondaries to get kills because it's a lot more fun, I'd say. So I already knew that it'd take me a longer to get a Hale Zone degreaser than a flare gun, for example. However, the results showed that on average it took about 87 minutes to get 100 kills, therefore to get a Hale Zone degreaser it would take about 124 hours. And I honestly expected it to be a lot worse. I think what really altered the results is how many bad players I would get put up against.
How could this happen to me? I made my mistakes! Got nowhere to run!
Wait, the sentry deal.
I also think that the results would be a little different if I used a stock flamethrower. Next is Heavy, and I play a lot of him whether it be in competitive or in pubs, so I'm fairly confident at getting a Hale Zone the fastest. I also decided to use the Thomas Lap because it fits my playstyle a lot better, and it's pretty much superior to the stock minigun whether you like it or not. On average it took about 54 minutes to get 100 kills, meaning it would take about 76 hours to get a Hale Zone. So far it's the fastest class to get a Hale Zone in. Alright, Engineer is a weird class. What is his primary? The shotgun or the wrench? For this study, I decided to use the wrench for the reason that all wrenches are equal in the fragging department, unlike the shotgun where some, such as the Rescue Ranger, aren't as useful for killing. I used the Jag and it took about 1 hour and 35 minutes on average to get 100 sentry kills with it, meaning it would take about 135 hours to get a Hale Zone Jag. The medic. From the start I already knew this class would take the longest, but I wasn't sure about how much. The reason is because the minigun is a lot harder to get a Hale Zone to, because you don't count kills or kill assists towards the Hale Zone mark, instead you count Ubers, and Ubers take 40 seconds to get and they aren't always guaranteed.
The fuck? Bruh.
I also counted on average 25 Ubers 5 times because getting 500 Ubers takes too long, and I just hate playing medic in pubs, you know. And because I hate playing medic in pubs, I also played medic with my friends around, so I had at least 1 or 2 trustworthy teammates at all times. And even then, it took on average about 64 minutes to get 25 Ubers. Therefore, to get a Hale Zone minigun, it'd take a whopping 363 hours. Another class I anticipated to take a while is Sniper, mostly because I'm not very good at him. That's kinda weird because in other games I'd say I'm pretty good at sniping.
This is how you eat a Big Mac, nigga.
Number 6. Number
Get right anywhere you go.
Hold up.
But when it comes to TF2, I can't hit shit for some reason. And I'm not sure if it's because my frames are too low or just because there's smaller hitboxes, but something is different. I also want to mention that I sniped a lot better when I was listening to some chill music, and I might look into that because I feel like that could affect sniping for a change. Anyway, using a stock sniper rifle, on average it took about 115 minutes to get 100 kills, meaning it would take about 163 hours to get a Hale Zone sniper rifle. Again, I know plenty of good snipers in TF2 who can probably cut that time in half, but personally, I'm not very good, which is why it took so long. Spy is also a funky class. What is his primary, the knife or the revolver? Although both answers are correct, I decided to use the knife because it's a lot easier to get a Hale Zone and it's what Spy was designed to use. Anyway, I used the stock knife and it took about 89 minutes to get 100 kills, so to get to a Hale Zone it would take about 126 hours. That should be all the classes.
What's this now?
I'm quite happy with how the research came out because I love playing different classes.
This team needs all demo men.
The diversity really showed when I...
Nah! You've brought shame on your people, you mumbling devil.
Why did I not talk about Devilman? To answer that, we just need to look at my hours. So anyway, here are the final standings. I'm sure people who focus on learning and playing specific classes can grind the Hale Zone faster, but I'm not the best because I like to play all the classes. Oh, I mean almost all the classes. In the future, I would like to test these values via actually recording how long it would take me to get a Hale Zone, but that's a topic for another video, and if you made it this far, good job, here's a scrap or something.